So there is so far what I have done. I decided to work on the website for the school, which brings you to this one. I was able to put the home, the school. When you look at the school campus tour, I've put a video which I recorded in the last session, which is there. Then about us, that's what I have done. About the school, then I've put updates, but you advised that on updates, there is where I made a mistake, and I would love that you correct me on that, because I think I failed to get where I can edit it from. Then I also put in some things like gallery, then I put the contact us, and then I put the resource center, and under the resource center, there is this video which is there, which I also worked on in the last session, this one here. Then I put some links there, like this link is, it connects you to the website I had earlier on worked on by myself using wix.com. So it is also active. Then this one also takes you to the school TikTok account, which I also created last time with so many videos there, which I have edited. And lastly, on our Google Classroom, the first assignment, on the first assignment, I think, yes, that this is assignment 1. This is what I created on Colibri, and I was able to share the token for my chemistry lesson. I hope you are able to see. Okay, so I need to log in first. I also imported the one extra one from one of our colleagues who is with us, I think, on the call. Yes, so I created this one. There is this one, chemistry lesson 9, and then there is the chemistry topic 8, which is on acids and alkalis. So those who are interested in seeing what I've done, it is there on the Google Classroom with my link. So, Bwana Rogers, are you able to guide me on the issue of the blogger stuff?
Yes, I can guide you.
Okay.
Okay, so what happens? I think down where there is the word. So you are logged in here right now in the dashboard.
Yes.
So what you
Yes.
did, you got the link of the dashboard instead of getting the link of the website. So to see the link of the website, go down where there is view blog there.
Okay.
So it is going to bring now the blog and show you little javira.blogspot. So this is now the blog. So this is the link. I want you to copy it. Copy that link.
This one here.
Yes. Copy from the address bar.
Okay.
Now go back to your Google Sites that you can edit. Those who have just joined, this was yesterday's work. So you go to your,
the one
in the Google
about
Drive.
That is under the updates.
There. Go under
do I
pages.
So can I delete
Then
now this?
Go to pages. Yes, you can delete that one and put it afresh. So members who, you see the beauty of doing assignments in time. A teacher can guide you and support you. But some of you, they give assignment, you don't do anything. You wait for, because we shall be giving
So
assignment every day.
I put the link here.
Yes.
Is it like that? Okay. So I can press done. I think that's the part where I was missing. Then I can now do publishing.
Publish. It shows you changes. Then you can republish.
So this is the current one. This is the draft one I've just made. So I can now publish. Okay. So if I copy this link here and I put it here, and then I go to updates. Yeah, I think now it is very clear. Literally
Now, I want you to go
javs.blogspot.com.
no, I want you to go to the Google site, not to the blog. First go to the Google site itself. You refresh. No, where you had gone, the main primary site, that one, and then
Okay,
you copy the link for that one.
this one.
Yeah, try to refresh.
I replace with
Refresh,
this.
not replace.
Oh, okay.
Now, I want you to explain to us what your website is all about and click on one page at a time so that everyone can know. So, members, all of you in this training, this is the project that you are going to do. And Mr. Javira is almost, this is the day, after 2 days, the training has four trainings only, 4 days, 4 sessions. The last session is going to be to present your projects, to present your work. So after 2 days, we are halfway the training, and Mr. Javid already has something to present. So all people who are attending this training, this is going to be the final assignment, doing a site. And on this site, whichever other things we shall do, we shall be putting them on this site. So you'll just share with us that link, and that will be your final submission for this project. And we are going to be doing some assessment. And there are opportunities that are coming up, by the way, and we may not disclose right now the benefits and what you are going to benefit, but please make sure you do, and then you submit. Then from there, we shall take it up from there. So those who have not done, please, Mr. Javira, try to show us again what you've done. Then if anyone has a question, they will ask. Then we can give other people opportunity.
Okay, thank you so much. So as I was from the assignment, I thought of something more creative since I had already created another website on wix.com. So I was looking at a few things that would make, for example, our school. Yes?
Maybe first tell us, what are your teaching subjects?
My teaching subject is chemistry, mathematics.
That was very important. Some teachers here of chemistry, mathematics, your colleagues, they think that these are things for ICT teachers, which we want to debunk. This is not for ICT people. All teachers, whether you are English teacher, everyone, you need to have digital skills, and if we are able to publish resources for learners online, because we're in the 21st century, and internet and EdTech is supposed to be used as part of our work. So you can proceed.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, for colleagues on the call, I'm a teacher of chemistry, mathematics, but I have passion for ICT, and also I'm the deputy head teacher of this same school. So I was looking at something that can make the school look more unique. So as you can see on my dashboard here, there is this. I think we are all shown how to create this, which is the name of your website. So under home, we all know how to put this picture there. But this picture, I just created it. It is not that we have this administration block, but I just created it using the available AI tools, and I was able to come up with that. So under home, this is our welcome message, which you can clearly see with a photo of my former senior for students. Then on top of, after that, I put the school campus tour. So on the school campus tour, I put a video which I worked on in the last session. And when you click on play, it should be able to play. And it shows you around the school from the gate to the classrooms, to the administration block. Behind there, some trees, mini hall, laboratories, and so on, to the ICT and library there, to the playground, back to the gate. Then I also put something about Lorachat City Secondary School, about us, where I put something about our mission and vision there. And I choose that photo of our gate there. Then I'll jump this one for updates, because when I click on it, it will take me to the blog. Then I also added in some sugar here. I put the gallery where somebody can see some photos around the school. These are our students during the cultural gala. These are our senior fours when they were doing exams and so on. Then I was also able to put the form for contact us. It is here. Then I was also able to put the resource center. So under the resource center, of course, I was still practicing. Like, of course, from the assignment, we are supposed to have some YouTube embedded there. So this is an embedded YouTube video, which I worked on in the last session. Then, of course, I went ahead and decided to put in some other links. I think this other last one for the Twitter I've not yet worked on it properly, but this one for TikTok and the one for the other website, which you see when you click on it, it automatically takes you to the other website, and you are able to still maneuver around the school. This one was also created by me using Wix.com, though it's not the best, but I was just that time still trying to run on my own by putting those backgrounds. So basically, that's what I have done. And you can see when you go to updates, if you click on updates, it's now able to take you to one of the questions in the assignments, what we're supposed to do in the assignment, which is a blog about digital pedagogy. And I've said teaching with the heart in a digital world. So when you want to read more, you can read more from there. And that is the blog I created so far as I keep on editing my site. Thank you so much.
All right.
Over to you, back.
Thank you very much, Mr. Javida. So we are going to be giving you more work this tomorrow and on Friday, and you will be actually publishing that on your you just be building on that blog until when we have the final project submitted. Okay. Let us have other members to also share. If you have any work that you've done, just put up your hand. We give you an opportunity. You might even just talk if you don't have a laptop, but if you can share your screen, the better. Don't fear, even if you have not finished, because we have people at different levels and we are learning. So,
hello everyone, good evening. This is Mastura. Thank you, Mr. Rogers, for this opportunity that has been granted to me. For me, the work I have tried out is the one for the first session, whereby I managed to set some questions, and then I also tried to create an account. However, after setting the questions, I became stuck. I don't know what to do next. Then when it also came to creating an account, I also became stuck. I'm going to share my screen, and then you try to guide me.
Okay.
So I see my screen.
Yes.
Hello, members. Yes, Mr. Rogers, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Seeing it.
Yeah, so I managed to create the folders and then to come up with
Okay, your network as if, I don't know whether it is my, let me see. Must your sound as if,
sorry.
hey, we were not hearing you, now we can hear you.
Okay, so I managed to come up with the 5 questions as instructed. Then what I did else was to come up with the account. I created an account, but with the question issue, I stopped here after doing the exercise. After coming up with the questions, I chose the true and then false. Then I don't know what is next from there.
Okay,
Then
so you are supposed, so from here, you are
yes,
supposed to finish and publish your channel and get a token. So where there is finish down there,
yes, here.
yes, you're supposed to finish. Then in case there is anything, it will tell you. Just click on finish, and then after that, it will tell you there is an incomplete resource. So it's worth making you not to finish. So you should go down, scroll down. Normally the copyright has to be selected. Up there, first go up, where there's a red area. There, you have again bypassed. Scroll slowly, There.
Here.
Yeah, you choose a goal. When the goal is met, goal 100% correct. Okay, so there is randomized, there is also completion. First click on where there is completion. No, it's okay. When goal is met, choose a goal.
Okay.
Choose a goal. Choose 100% correct.
100%.
Yeah, then finish. So that was a mandatory thing that you had to set. So after you have finished, now I want you to go up there and click on publish. Up here in the corner where there is a green.
Publish.
Yeah. Then put there maybe first 5 questions. That is a description of what you've done. Eh?
Yes.
So after you've done that, you should be able to get a what? A token, yeah?
Yes.
Now I want to get your token. I don't know whether I can share MSC. So when you get this token, you click on publish. So when you create your channel and you get a token, you can always use that token now to import your code, your questions onto the tablets of the learners, or onto your phone, or onto your laptop, wherever Colibri is installed. You can be able to import. You can be able to import the token. So I want to try. I want first share my screen. So you click on the arrows. Click on the arrows there after the word publish. There are some 3 dots.
Here. I get a token. I copy
So
it.
that is, that is the token. Let me write it. You can share with us on the chat. So that is donors dash gul jal. Okay, I've got your token. So now what you do, you are now going to go to your app, either on phone, because we said you can install Colibri app, or on the laptop if you installed the Windows app. Because
I installed it.
Colibri Studio is just used for creating the content, but now using it in the classroom, you need to install Colibri software, either on the computer or an app from Android. So when you install that, then you can be able to import. So let me share with you something small here.
Okay.
So I've taken, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
So I have copied your token. When you do a token, you can share with another teacher, you can share with someone. So I've got your token. And then someone is trying to call me and is interrupting me. So I come here and I go where there is facility. So if you are using the app on the phone, you'll also see when you click on the dot, there's somewhere where there is facility. And then you can be able to, oh no, you go where there is device actually. Then you go where there
Device.
is channels. So you click on the app, and then you go to device, and then you go to channels. Then from there you can now import, and it will ask you import from where, Colibri Studio Online, and then you can import your what with the token, and you put there your token. Now put your donors Guljal. For me, where are you, Madam Astula? Which district are you in?
Wakiso.
You are in Wakiso. For me,
But
I'm
right now,
here in Intinga. But you have been able to share with me. You have prepared the content. Which subject do you teach?
I teach ICT and math.
So you have done some very good activities in ICT with some resources which learners can use in the classroom. And in my school, we have we have tablets, and so I've installed Colibri. And me, a teacher at Kololo, you have been able to share with me organize the work. So you can all these channels you see I've just imported. So now when I go and I want everyone who can, you go to colibri.shareability. You can actually just go to ETN, EdTech Teachers Network.net, and then you see there is where there is go to Colibri library. For me, my Colibri library is online. So the moment you send me your token, I can easily import, and I can be able to see when I go to library here, I can be able to see the work from the various teachers. So this Colibri library, we have a vision of having teachers collaboratively working on channels with good content, and then we can import, and we have our own Colibri. We have our own Encarta, we have our own Khan Academy, we have our own Britannica. We can make our own digital library as Uganda, which our learners can use for ICT integration in class. So a teacher in Karamoja can create a channel, share a token, we import. Another teacher in Imbarara creates a channel in English, we import. At the end of the day, we have resources. So we have a lot. There is a channel by Mr. Ogwal Isaac. He did this one on Jesus is Great. This is having CRE, very good videos and all that, and learners can use them as stimulus material in the new curriculum class, where learners can play the video and then they can use it in a CRE lesson. Now, these videos will work offline if you import in the app, and after importing, even if you switch off internet, now the app will continue working without need for internet. So, Madam Astula, what you are supposed to do is, after publishing your channel, now go to the app on the phone, the one you installed on Android, and then you'll click somewhere on the menu, go under device and import, put in your token. So your content is going to move from Colibri Studio into your app. And then after that, switch off internet, the app, and give learners the tablet or the phone. They will be able to interact with your content and do the assessments that you've set. If you are using computer, then you'll install the Colibri Windows application, and import on the computer, and then even if internet is off, learners continue using the Colibri offline content that they have imported, that had been imported. But when you are importing, you need internet. Yeah, so basically,
Okay. So my
is,
issue when I tried to download and then installed the app on the computer, but when I reached and set up the learning facility for this full device, it had two options: create a new learning facility and then also import all from an existing learning.
yeah. Now, on that point, that's one beauty with the Colibri. You can set up a new, of course, for your case, you are going to set up a new one, and then it will be blank, and then you can start importing your channels. But you can also import, like for us, this Shareability Colibri library, which is online. Another school can decide to import. So as teachers, we can work together, we make the Colibri rich, and then we can now start importing. Like I come to Wakiso, I import for you the Shareability, and you have all these channels in your library. So you can import from another device, you can import from an online Colibri, and after importing, everything will be available offline. So for your state, you are supposed to just go with set up a new one, because we are not importing at this point. But importing is also another interesting feature with Colibri.
Okay then. So thank you very much. For yesterday's issue, it would have been very busy. I haven't managed to do it, but possibly by tomorrow I'll have tried to come up with a Google site.
All right, thank you very much. Members, I want to request you members, please, the link, the flyer, the link for today, please share with the other teachers. At 5:30, within 15 minutes, we are going to be starting the EdTech Exchange presentation. So if more teachers can join us and we make at least 60, that will be good. So please forward the link, the Zoom link, so that more teachers can join the EdTech Exchange. And then let me give one more person. Yes.
Okay. If somebody is raising the hand, because I wanted to inquire something very fast. Like now, let me quickly share my screen. Okay. Let me quickly share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Okay, yes. Like now, I have created some of my content using Ion XR. Now, I was wondering, because I was trying to see, because with Ion XR, you have to have both the online, it also works like Colibri, then also you have to have the offline. Now, when I go to the offline, because this one I created it in a 3D shape, where it can show me about states of matter and so on. And if I want to click on this, the runners can be able to interact with it. I have some videos there, of course, using AR. How can I embed this one in, for example, if I am creating my other Google site, how best can I embed this one so that the learners can do it? Because from the online, for you to be able to access, for example, if I say I start my experience, I must first go offline, then I see it from here. How can you advise me so that I can put it into my website, which I'm creating? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, offline solutions are good because sometimes internet is, now like this one is 3D, it may require a lot of data, so it works a lot offline. And so what happens, if you want some of these simulations you've created to be visible by learners, then what you do, you create them, and then you will have to do recording. Like you do and then you walk through, and then maybe you record, and then you can have these as videos now online. Otherwise, this particular software which works offline was made as an offline application, and you may not be able to embed it. The only thing you can do if you want such simulations online, you use online softwares which can do that. Have you ever heard of a software called FET?
FET, not really.
Okay, I want you to open there, the browser, and I show you. So I saw you also did a Colibri, okay? So you first go
Yes,
to
yeah.
edutechteachers.net,
Edu.
edutechteachers.net, edutechteachers. Don't put space. When you are writing a domain name, you don't put space so that it can launch, .net. So that is a landing page with various resources from that we shall be curating. Now, those who are not part of the EdTech Shares Network group, there is a link there. There is registering to become part of it so that you can be sharing these experiences. Then there is go to Colibri Library. Go to Colibri Library. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, yes.
So when you come where there is channels under Colibri, when you log into your Colibri and then you say import, there is an option for Colibri Studio Online. And then when you go where there's Colibri Studio Online, you'll find something called FET. So you can type PHET. It is even here, FET simulations. So this is free. You can be able to select resources and you can import for the various The various subjects, okay? That you may need. Now for me, I've already imported it on mine here. So let me just show you. I don't know why on your end it is not opening, whether you'll check again in your internet. So you can be able to find. So there is FET animations, this one. So I'm going to go to, which subject do you teach?
Chemistry.
Chemistry. So I'm going to go to chemistry. I look for pH, and then this is available on, you can go to edtechers.net, and then you can be able to access this, and it can also be it can also be put online. So now it is full screen, so learners can be able to interact with it. So now I have water. I'm pouring water, and water is entering the beaker, and then I can also pour some water as well. Okay, so you can be able to do a lot of things here, and you change. So there are very many simulations. Now for me, I'm not a chemistry person, but I can be able to look out for various experiments which are available in various subjects that are there. So there are very many experiments here that you can be able to do. So you can have these running on Colibri offline, but also you can be able to do what? To install them on your own. So just go to edutechteachers.net, and then you can go to Colibri Library, and you'll find that, but also you can import in your own Colibri offline. Now, the one that you did, the other novel, it does not work online. It works offline, so you cannot easily what? Embed it accordingly. So basically, that is what I could say. But you can have other, it's not only this one, there are also many other solutions that can be used for that purpose. I'm going to fix, in case there is a problem with accessing it, I'm going to refresh the server so that we can get there.
Okay,
now,
thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope everyone is hearing me. And I have shared my screen. I don't know whether it is visible. May I please get to know?
Yes, it is.
It is visible.
But minimize your zoom,
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I think we can see this website. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
Are you seeing my website? Yes, I'm so far tried to come up with this website using the what I learned yesterday. For the first session, I missed it, but I tried to follow the video, and I'm still working on it. This is my website. I'm still working on it to make it more, but so far this is what I have. I have the home page here. It is about Regaha team. I've put here some of the call to action buttons where someone can easily click on this button and he can, I don't know why it is moving to the About Us page, but I think the link is not yet updated. But I wanted it to go to directly to the Contact Me page. So this is my contact page. I've tried to put here the contacts and I've tried to embed here a form which someone can use to contact me. But I don't know whether it is okay to have this below this footer. Mr. Rogers, is this fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the form. This website, I wanted it to have resources. I'm still working on these resources, and I wanted it to have ICT resources. And the resources I've put these sub pages where I'm going to be posting the videos and some of the content about ICT. I've tried to put some YouTube videos here. Some I'm not the one who recorded them, but I have this one from my YouTube channel where a learner can watch and learn about Microsoft Excel formulas. Then I've put here another link, which is physics resources. I'm soon working on this. I'm yet to work on this page. It is still empty. Still on the home page, the home page, if you can see, I've put here some welcoming message, and then some what I do as a physics ICT educator. Then I have here some buttons. You can click on this button and takes you to resources directly where you can navigate properly. Then another one is for the CV. Actually, I have this one here to navigate to the blog post or the news and updates. But Mr. Rogers, I wanted you to help me because I really failed to create a blog. I don't know how to start. I forgot a bit since I never joined the earlier, but I just followed the YouTube video. So I would request you, if possible, you just give me a trigger. I just get to know how to start to create this blog page. So this button can take you to my CV directly. I've linked it, and this is my CV, which is on the about me page. But you can still use uh, that call to action button to navigate. So this is so far what I have, Mr. Rogers, but I intend to make it more better than this. Thank you very much. I think I've been brief. So thank you, Mr. Rogers. That's what I wanted
Thank
to
you. Now,
share.
before you stop sharing the screen,
Mm.
can you go to your email or your Google Drive, any either Google Drive or email, just there.
I'm
So
here.
click on the I see where your photo is in the corner there.
Yes.
Before the photo, those dots, the 9 dots. So
Yes.
that's where you click and then you scroll down and look for Blogger. Scroll
Okay.
down. The Blogger is
Hello,
there.
guys. Here.
So you wanted a trigger, and that's the trigger. So once you do
Yes.
that, click on create your blog. you can click on, yeah, you can go ahead and you click on that button, and then you will click in your email, you verify, it will ask you for your blog name, and then after that, you'll be able to publish your blog.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You can.
I think here I will start. I will proceed.
Yeah.
Since I've got the trigger.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so
I think I'll stop sharing.
yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Rogers, my issue is about where do we access the previous videos that you uploaded?
Okay, so thank you very much for that question. So we are having a link which we created, and it is an all-in-one link. It has everything which you need to access. Are you seeing my screen? So when you go to Google, we created a link called, the link is dub.sh/digital pedagogy. Okay. So this link, we have been sharing it everywhere. That link, digital pedagogy, I don't know that it is also somewhere here. So when you open this link, and I want everyone, by the way, to open the link. I'm going to share it in the group. Even I think someone shared it in the chat. It is the same link we use for registration, daily registration
Yes.
for this program, okay? So
Mm.
this link has everything you need. So when you open this link, you can fill in your attendance and everything, but there is a link to Google Classroom.
Yes.
So when you click on Google Classroom, it will take you in the classroom. Now, the classroom has the presentations and everything that the classwork, the assignments. So far, we are having over 190 people, 200 actually, who have joined the classroom. So if you are not in the classroom, please join the classroom so that materials and anything we shall be sharing. But also, if you want to access the videos, you go to the main website of ETN, or you can go to YouTube and search for ETN. Go to the main website of ETN, that is the EdTech Teachers. You can actually go to Google and just search. If you don't know the link, you can just go to Google and search EdTech Teachers. You'll be able to see two websites. We have edtechteachers.net. This is just a landing page which has our WhatsApp group, registering, Colibri library, main website, the Zoom link for EdTech Exchange, which is going to remain there every time. So whenever you want to come to the Zoom, you just go to edtechteachers.net, and then you have even information about our membership. Everything is there. So you can be able to access that. Then the other second link, which is having .org, that is the main website for the organization. And so you can be able to find where there is YouTube. You tap on the YouTube link, it will take you to the YouTube channel. So on the YouTube channel, all the videos are there for yesterday and for first day and second day. They are there. You can be able to watch and also utilize the resources on Google Classroom. So you can just search on Google EdTech Teachers, go to the website, find it, or you can go to YouTube and search. You'll be able to find the resources there, and also you can join the Google Classroom for other resources. I hope I've been able to answer you on that question.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, members, it is time for us to look at the session for today. We are going to have some session in here, which we are going to be looking at. Then after that, we shall close our session. So we expect other people to join us at 5:30. There are other people who knew 5:30, so some people should be joining in and should be able to proceed with us in this session. Yeah, so that is what we are going to be having here. Okay, so let us get into here, and so we have dedicated the very first hour to various participants to showcase their work, and very delighted with the progress. Now we are going to be talking about EdTech exchange in this last hour, and then we proceed and conclude with what we are supposed to look at. So EdTech exchange is a new weekly learning and dialogue platform hosted by EdTech Teachers Network that brings together teachers, school leaders, ICT coordinators, EdTech stakeholders to explore practical real-world integration of technology in education. So ETN is just hosting, but we hope to see people from various organizations, everyone who is interested in EdTech, all stakeholders. We expect them, we shall be reaching out to them so that they can be able to come on board. So we are doing some serious programming to ensure that throughout the year we have sessions going on. So this field of EdTech is wide, and there are many, like even today, one of the participants has presented something which even me, I don't use a lot, but of course I've seen it somewhere, but he has that 3D experience he was showing us. So there are many things we can learn. There are many things that we can learn on a daily. So we are looking at having this program that we shall be utilizing, and it's going to be 1 hour from 5:30 every week. So this is a way of sustaining the various trainings that we have been having physically, and also the digital pedagogy training where UNICEF and other partners are supporting. But after that, what next? We need to be having a continuous conversation to discuss what is supposed to be in here. Now, before I proceed, I'm going to talk about briefly ETN. Already some people could be knowing it. I'm going to talk about it briefly. And then we look at the program, how it is going to be. And then after that, I will be able to talk about the topic for today, the very first session, which is going to be the EdTech strategic plan, which was what we wanted to share about today. Yeah, so ETN is a community of practitioners of technology. We started building it last year, and we realized that we need to be having so let me try to open here the website again, and I just talk about the mission and vision of this. So we are looking at bringing together all these various stakeholders and educators so that we can always share experiences regarding technology use in teaching and learning. So when you go to the website of ETN, you'll find the mission. The mission is empowered educators leading digital innovation for transformative learning. So here we are looking at empowering the educators to lead digital innovation. So that is the vision. The mission is to build a professional community of educators across nursery, primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions. So we are actually having chapters, and we have set up chapters, and we hope to have focused activities in each of these chapters. Like we have chapter for nursery teachers, and we look at how they can use technology for the young early childhood development and the young learners, and we have a discussion that line. For primary schools, as learners are picking up skills, and yesterday I saw in the newspapers the Ministry of Education is considering revising a new curriculum for primary, which is going to include arts and technology as one of the subjects under continuous assessment. So we want to see ICT and technology not only as a skill, but also helping learners, and also to develop lifelong skills. And then also we have secondary teachers, and also tertiary, which includes the universities and other colleges. So we are looking at all these being equipped, and we want it to be community-based, just like you can have a club, or so we want to look at a community whereby we continue having activities and engagements. Then we can have partners come along us so that we can have more activities and trainings and support. So the motto is transforming education one click at a time. So basically, one click at a time, we can transform education. So that is about the EdTech Teachers Network. Now, the membership for EdTech Teachers Network is free. There are 3 membership models. The first one, which is associate membership, is free. And this one, all you need to do is just be part of the network, the WhatsApp group, on the emailing list. When we have Zoom meetings, EdTech Exchange, you are there, you share, and you attend workshops and everything free of charge. And that is associate membership. You want to associate with the network. Yeah, so that is the first. Then the second one, which is delegate. You see, every organization needs to have those members who really discuss the policies of the organization, who look at its sustainability and all that. So the delegate members are going to be the ones who will be attending what you call the AGM, which is the top organ governing the organization. So the delegates will be paying 50,000 shillings for registration and 20,000 annually. And with this, they will be able to be given a T-shirt, and also they will be given priority consideration in case there are opportunities for training. This will be the data people should focus on first as facilitators. And also they attend the AGM, they vote, they can be leaders. And also they will be given an account on the blog of the ETN so that they can always publish articles and any other things. So that is the delegates of the organization. Then also we have institutions. Institutions, if it is a school or institution and it needs, and it can become part of ETN as an institutional member. And they pay only 500,000, and we have been discussing a number of benefits. Annually, that school, we go there and train. As you see now, we are on this Zoom call. Many of our colleagues are not here. But if your school is a member of ETN, we can schedule a time in the term and we come and train your school teachers physically. With these same things we have learned in digital pedagogy, you can come and train them and they get the skills. So by the school paying this money, it will facilitate the facilitators to come to your school to come and train. And also we have been learning creating websites. So your school, we shall support it to have a website online. So with that 500,000, it's one of the programs we want to do, digitizing schools and making sure that the schools are online and in this digital era. So school having a website. Then also we shall support the school to have what called Google Workspace. Google Workspace is a free service, but people don't know how to set it because it has some technical things. But it is a free service online, Google Workspace for education. So with this one, your school will get emails, Gmail, Google emails, but when they're at the domain of the school with a lot of storage. Many of you, your Gmails of 15 GB are already full. But with Google Workspace, they give you like terabytes of storage. You can put their learners' work and do everything. So like in ETN, we are having Google Workspace that we are using to communicate and to utilize. Even this Google Classroom that we are using is on Google Workspace. Yeah, so it is really a very good service every organization will have. Then also shall support the school to set up a school ICT policy or a strategic plan if the school is an institutional member. And the school will send 2 delegates to the ETN conferences. We hope to be having what we call EdTech Summit every year. And we shall be mobilizing various partners, sponsors, donors, so that we have a big event in the capital or whichever district we may want, where we have a conference with the different panel discussions, presentations, and solutions from service providers exhibited. So we want to be having EdTech Summit, and during that ETN conference, the school will always send 2 delegates free of charge. Then the school being featured on a logo on the ETN website, and also the school having a priority to host regional ETN events. Like you've seen in the structures of ETN, we are having the chapters, and also we are having regions. When you go to the website and you go to organizational structure, you will be able to see the various structures of the organization, the leaders, and everything which is there. So basically, ETN, we are really trying to see that we set up something that is sustainable, so that it continues the discussion, and then we can always have support the efforts of the ministry in seeing the digital agenda. If we just based on development partners and other people to do interventions, of course they will always do, but they say if someone is supporting you, you also try to put together, then they can easily support you. If we need the digital champions, trainers, we can easily get them when we are organized. So basically, that is the organization, and it is already, it has been registered with government, and also efforts underway to finalize with the NGO Bureau. So it is going to be a non-profit organization. So basically, that is ETN. Last year, a number of activities were done in all regions. There was a workshop in northern Uganda, which was hosted by Dr. Obote College. We had a workshop at Jinja College in eastern Uganda. This picture that you see here, this was at Jinja College. And we're having this as we're trying to launch the regional chapters of ETN. We had a workshop in Western Uganda in Isinjiro, and also in Central. We had several engagements at the National Innovation Hub in Kampala, and also in Mukono at Bishop Senior School. So we have had activities across the country, and we are trying to say that this year we plan for activities in chapters as well. Nursery teachers, primary teachers, university lecturers, and then after that we shall plan the EdTech Summit, which is going to be the launch and the first AGM of the ETN. Okay, so basically we want members to join the network. You can just join as an associate, no problem, as you keep monitoring. Then when you are ready, please join as a delegate. You will get your shirt, you will get your membership card, and you will be having priority to be a facilitator and to be able to organize these events and be able to be a leader in the community. So just go on the website and register, and automatically you'll get an email welcoming you to the network. So basically, that is about ETN, which is going to be the host of the EdTech Exchange sessions. Now, having said that, I want us now to look at the EdTech Exchange itself. The session for today, sorry. Let me leave the EdTech Exchange, and now we look at the session. Maybe before I go to that, I'm going to just talk about something small here. Then we look at the EdTech strategic plan in the next few minutes. So we are going to share a form which we are going to be requesting the members to fill in if you want to be part of the EdTech Exchange series, just like we've been doing today. You will be able to be scheduled so that you can be able to present to the wider community and share. So we have a number of topics that we have laid out. These topics are going to be these are topics that we have really looked at to start and kickstart the program. Okay, so I'm trying to open here, Exchange. Okay, so let me try to open these topics very fast. EdTech. Okay, it's a minute. So we have a number of topics that we have looked at, but we're looking at 3 things. We are looking at digital skills for teachers. We're looking at digital pedagogy in the classroom, that is ICT integration, and also we were looking at school leaders and policies. Yeah, so it is here. So we are going to be sharing a detailed article with everything that we are having here to share. So these are some of the topics that we have so far earmarked. Some of them are we are still adding on. So today we are going to be looking at developing school ICT policies and digital transformation strategies. So that's the episode we are on today. And next week we are going to be looking at strategies for school, like ICT access planning, budgeting, and fundraising sustainable device acquisition. So we looked at how do you access devices at individual level or at school level? And how do you plan for technology? So we have a number of topics in here, and we have been putting some names on the list, but we want others, there are no names, and we want also to open up for members to submit their own talks. So the first topic, the first sessions here are to do with the EdTech leadership and generally policy issues, acquisition, digital agenda, clubs, school management, school websites, all that. Then after that, digital competences for teachers. We shall be looking at mastering ICT essentials, internet, email, creating videos, using the cloud, digital safety, coding, inclusive EdTech, and using various tools. Some of them we covered them in phase 1, others we have not covered. Then in phase 3, another category of topics is going to be digital pedagogy, where we look at foundations of digital pedagogy. We looked at some of these in phase 1, and also we shall be looking at learning management systems, open educational resources. We shall be looking at digital citizenship and many others. But we are still looking out for very good topics, and then we can allocate members to be able to share experiences and best approaches to using technology in the classroom. Okay, so basically that is what we have there. I want to, at this time, invite just like some of the members who have been on the steering team as we were starting this program to say something briefly, then I come in and I share on the other one. So that was about the first. I can see Mr. Mugambe was putting up his hand. Yeah, so we are going to be sharing the link so that you can submit topics if you have a good topic, and then we shall be sharing updates every day. I have Madam Nakayinda Hanifa, who is our coordinator in Eastern Region. Madam Nakayinda, I hope you are on. And I have Mr. Angoda Emmanuel, who is our coordinator in Northern Region. Madam Hanifa, you can unmute and greet the members.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this call. I'm Nakayinda Hanifa, a teacher at India College, a teacher who joined the ETN, a network that is really pushing hard to see that we have inclusivity of ICT in the new curriculum that we are teaching. Members, believe me or not, we have to jump on the wagon, come on board, upgrade ourselves. We are lucky that organizations like ETN have come up, UNICEF have come up, Airtel is supporting us to see that we acquire these basic skills that we need to see that we become very good, competent teachers of the 21st century. It's all about your attitude. Once the attitude is there, there's nothing that can limit you, not even time, not even the devices or other things. It's all about the attitude. Being a coordinator of the Eastern region, at Jinja College, you even have an ICT hub where teachers still come and upgrade their skills. So once you are there and you work as a unit, you work in teams, you'll find yourself moving a step. Those few small steps that you make, once you add them up, by the end of the year, you'll find yourself a better person. Yes. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Madam Nakainda. I wanted also to hear from Mr. Ngoda Emmanuel, if you are able to unmute.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yes, my name is Emmanuel Angoda. I am based in northern Uganda, and I'm very happy to be part of ETN. I was there when we launched the Northern Cluster at Dr. Bote College, and I also received my shirt. And by the way, Rogers, very many people are asking, where did you get that? So there's a lot of demand here in the North. So I work with Lira Town College as an ICT teacher, and initiatives that are being implemented by ETN are very important. I remember I first interacted with Colibri when UNICEF contacted me around 2017. And we did a number of workshops about Colibri in Northern Uganda and West Nile. And I'm happy to hear that, yes, UNICEF is supporting ETN, and for us together to make sure that these good skills that teachers want actually get to them. So I'm very happy to be part of ETN, and I have my session tomorrow, Thursday. And we'll learn more when tomorrow comes. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Angoda. Yes, we have Mr. One of our own who has always been with us here in ETN. But he told me that he's the coordinator for Western Uganda. But right now he is, they have a meeting at school. I think they're having an online meeting, so he is unable to join us right now. That is none other than our colleague here who is at Ramranga Secondary School in Nachivale there. Let me see. I was trying to check out here. Okay, just a minute. I was trying to check out if he has connected. He was sharing that he's not on. Is in a meeting. Okay, so he was supposed to come in and share with us also briefly. Okay, so yeah, so that is Mr. Abbott Tumwesije. So we normally interact with him. Then also we have Mr. Sebuf Moses from Masaka, who is a coordinator for Central Region. Yeah, so other members, the committee, this is interim. We are still getting more members on board. So please, if you become from the delegate members, that's where we get the leaders so that we can be able to push this ahead. So basically, that is it. So now, at this time, I want us to, now we have only 30 minutes left, and we are going to be looking at an EdTech strategic plan. Now, I'm going to start by, first of all, sharing about the digital agenda strategy. I don't know how many of you, yes, I think the other year it was launched, but many people just heard about it on the news, and then it ended there. But there are many things that the ministry was recommending, but I know there are many other interventions which are going to come up. But this digital agenda strategy was broader, and it was really asking schools to come up with their own plans at school level, so that they can be able to do what? So that they can be able to utilize. So let me share with you here briefly about it. Then we look at a sample EdTech strategic plan that we can make for our own. So on the screen, this is just a scanned copy of the digital agenda strategy for those of you who may not have seen it. It was a brief document. I managed to attend and be able to get. But the main thing I want to pick out from this document, there are some particular. Okay, so it's somewhere I want to take us. So under the strategic direction, there are four main areas that were highlighted. And the first one was harnessing policy, legal and regulatory frameworks for digitally enabled education. That means we'll conduct comprehensive needs assessment and develop relevant policy at institutional level, as well as conducting awareness programs among stakeholders. So here, the issue was relevant policy at institutional level. So at an institution, as a school or an institution, you need to be having a guiding document or a policy or a plan that is going to guide you and your school in how you are going to utilize the technology in the teaching and learning. There are also other outcomes like improving teaching and learning outcomes, relevant skills for the rapidly changing world of work in the digital era. So that is one of the things actually that we are addressing here, the skills, so that the teachers are having these skills and they're able to use them. And then there was equitable access to education services and improved efficiency of the education system. This included access to digital devices and connectivity and ensuring that we have things to do with the data privacy controls and foundation of the Open University in Uganda. So those ones were some of the points there. Then the final one here was about research innovations for digitization, education, and sports. And here, the vision was to see that ICT is utilized in research innovation, and so that commercialization is also there for some of the works that are coming through. And increased research on how best can improve management of education and sports and learning outcomes of learners. So this document is some high-level document, and I know it was not circulated a lot, but what I wanted to highlight here is the issue of having a policy at institutional level and aligning whatever we are doing with the directions and the digital agenda from the ministry. Now, with that, we came up with a sample strategic plan. This strategic plan is having 4 areas. And we are going to be sharing. So this strategic plan has been work of, we have been really brainstorming and trying to come up with a strategic plan that we can have. It's a draft. So many schools, you have policies. So I'm going to go through it here. And then we have a discussion after that. So I've opened it actually as a document here. And it is still a work in progress. We can get feedback from here and we can be able to enrich it. So when you're coming up with an EdTech strategic plan, so when you are planning for technology in your school, the first thing you have to do is you need to have a plan. Don't just buy computers and put internet and you don't have a plan. You should have a plan, and the plan has to have a number of sections. The first thing, you need to identify the stakeholders or the various stakeholders within the school who are going to utilize this technology. Okay, so you need to have the various stakeholders that are involved. from the school director or the board of governors, depending on the school type, if it's a private school, if it is, so you need to have the school owners who are going to provide the strategic leadership, direction, and resource mobilization. So that is the first part, the first stakeholder. We have the head teacher, the school administration, who oversee planning, coordination, supervision, and day-to-day implementation of EdTech initiatives. Then we have the subject teachers, like many of us here are subject teachers who are supposed to integrate technology in lesson planning, delivery, assessment, and learner support in line with curriculum requirements. Then we have the ICT patron or the coordinator. And this ICT patron or coordinator is going to provide the strategic guidance, the teacher support, the system maintenance oversight, coordination of ICT related. So in every school, we need to have an ICT patron, and the ICT patron can be that passionate teacher, that teacher who really is available to manage and support and maintain the ICT systems and infrastructure. Yeah, it could even be a school leader, it could be an ICT teacher, it could even be any other teacher. Like Mr. Abbott is a biology teacher, but is the ICT patron in his school. So you can be able to have and know your role accordingly. Then we have the non-teaching staff as well. These include those who maintain, they also utilize digital tools to improve, like the bursar, the librarian, and others. They all have to utilize ICT in records management, in service delivery. Then we have the students who shall responsibly use technology for learning, collaboration, creativity, skill development while observing acceptable use and digital safety guidelines. So the students as well need to be, and all these stakeholders need to know their roles and how they utilize technology. Even the wider community. The wider community includes the partners, who support EdTech initiatives through partnerships, mentorship, advocacy, resource mobilization where possible. So, for example, ETN is a partner in the community who could come in to support the school in training, in issues to do with a mentorship, maybe mentoring learners for innovation and all that. So you need to identify all the stakeholders involved. After identifying the stakeholders involved, the next thing is to come up with your vision, mission, and guiding principles that are going to guide generally, where do you see your institution in terms of using technology? If you don't have a vision, then you'll just be focusing. For example, some schools have a vision of only getting distinctions, like learners to get D1s. They just cram, they do mocks, and that's all. So you should have a vision. Where do you see the vision for technology? So you can draft something like this. This is just a sample. So you can say to create a learner-centered 21st century school environment where digital tools meaningfully enhance teaching, learning, assessment, and school management. So you have this as the what? As a vision. You can draft your own. So we are looking at digital tools meaningfully enhance teaching, learning, assessment, and school management. So this is the learner-centered 21st century school environment. So that is a vision. Okay, so you can have your own vision. You draft it in a different way. Then also the mission to strategically integrate education technology in ways that strengthen pedagogy, empower teachers, improve learner outcomes, promote equity, and support efficient school operations. So, so equity. So we want to see learners with special needs being supported by technology, so that they can be able to also access and be able to achieve like others. So you can be able to come up with your mission as well. So with the EdTech strategic plan, it should have a mission. Just like Government of Uganda has, just like this digital agenda strategy here, it also has a vision and a mission. When government is thinking of Vision 2040, they should be able to, government should be able to, has a vision. How do they see Uganda in 2040? Then you also need to come up with guiding principles. So what I'm having here is a sample, and we are going to share this sample. Then you people can look at it, and then you can edit and come up with your own separate EdTech strategies. So when partners come to your school and you have a policy or you have a strategy written down, and that guides all stakeholders who come in the school, new teachers, new learners, everyone knows how do we use technology in our school and how will it help us. So you'll have the guiding principles that you can have there. These are just examples of guiding principles. Now, we have what you call outcome areas. At the end of the day, after you have this, we have what we call strategic goals, and then the strategies on how you will manage to achieve them. Okay, so the strategic goals are going to guide you in your budgeting, in your planning and implementation. For example, you can have a goal and say, the school shall have a functional computer lab with an appropriate learner to device ratio that supports regular teaching and learning activities. Remember, in the new curriculum, the learner to device, the ICT is not only for computer studies and doing learning Microsoft Word and Excel, no. The computer lab has now been earmarked as a digital research center or a digital resource center, where learners should go there and research about history, about economics, about whichever subject. So you should have some good number of computers. Some computers could be in the library where learners can use them for research. And also, if you have learners like 50 or 60 learners in a stream, how many computers are in the lab? If you have only 20 computers, that means for learners need like to do 4 shifts so that they can be able to utilize the computers. So you need to have a device ratio that is manageable. So you can come up with strategies so that you can maintain the computers. You designate a responsible lab attendant. Many schools don't have lab attendants. You even get donations from partners like Enabel, like UCC and others who donate computers, and then the computer is there, no computer lab attendant, and after some time the computers are all down. So these are some of the strategies that you could be able to look at in your planning. You can have an ICT club that can support in computer care, making sure that they make sure the computer is clean, and they also utilize the computers in their projects. Now, some schools have adopted what we call the bring your own device policy. The bring your own device policy is something that some schools have tried out. I know of a school in Nambole there, they were struggling with all the computers in the lab, and they could not even install some new softwares which were required to be used. So then the next time they wrote a circular to the parents and they told them, for learners who are offering ICT, or even other learners, as long as they'll be using technology, they can register a laptop with the school when the term begins, and it will be kept in the lab, in the computer lab, or in the laptop room. And it will be kept there, and learners only use it when during timetable time and where there is a supervisor who is the lab attendant. So they leave them there, and at the end of so the next term, learners came, and 50 learners brought. The school has like 1,000 learners. Out of 1,000, 50 brought. So it was not compulsory. 50 brought, and they signed that I bring my laptop, but I will allow other learners to use it when I'm not, when it is another class to use the lab. So the computers are there, learners brought them, but the school, all learners are utilizing them, and they are being maintained. At the end of the term, they go back with their laptops. So it is a strategy that can be well regulated. If you need to do it, it has to be well regulated so that the student device ratio is addressed. So you could even use it to have a second lab. Maybe you can have one lab which has these other computers for classes, and then those computers could be in the resource lab for research and other purposes and innovation. So you could have to see that really learners can have devices. Then also, but when you have to do that, please you specify the kind of device you need the learners to bring. Others will bring Macs, others will bring what, and then you'll fail to manage them. So if you are to ask for learners to bring devices, then you should even give specifications of kind of devices which are acceptable. Yeah, so you can even ask some learners to bring tablets without a SIM card, and they are used. We put Colibri there, and learners use them for research. So you give specifications, and you'll be surprised. Some parents have some money. They may give their learners devices, and then they can boost the digital pedagogy. Then we have the issues of teachers now. Apart from infrastructure, you look at the teachers. That would be another outcome. Teachers develop, adopt, and consistently use locally relevant digital teaching and learning content. So this requires the teachers to have digital skills and competencies which they can be able to use in order to do what? To be able to do this content. So we are talking about Colibri, but Colibri and these other digital libraries and YouTube and online sites and what, they all need content. So the teachers should be able to create the content. They should be able to use tools like CapCut and these other free tools, OBS and others to create videos, to create presentations, PowerPoint and all these tools. So that means the school should strategically conduct structured digital content creation training for teachers and institutionalize continuous practice by requiring teachers to type and prepare their own schemes of work. So as a DOS, I know some of you are DOSes here. You can convince the school administration, and then you have a guideline that the DOS, please send your schemes of work on the email of the DOS by Friday. This time you tell them to send the work on email, because they have been bringing those schemes of work in the DOS's office, and the DOS office has become a fire hazard because there are many papers piled up for various terms. You can have a policy, okay? Please notice on the staff room, please send your scheme of work, email, send it to this the DOS's this email of the academics by Friday. And so that means you want a soft copy that is going to encourage these teachers to type and send. Even those who don't have email will end up opening email. So if you don't have any policy which encourages use, then no one will use, because we just keep talking about these things. Ministry, NCDC and others, they organize workshops. Teachers get ICT integration, but no one is really tasking them to use it, so no one uses it. So things like lesson plans, registers, class registers, presentations, some of these things a school could be able to, or even departments could be able to work together, and they have those at that level. So when it comes to teacher skilling, don't only do trainings. Even if you do workshops for teachers 10 times, but when you are not telling them to use, the teachers will go for the workshop, they get an allowance, they go back, and they will not use, and they will remain the same 5 years later. The teacher doesn't have email, yet he has been attending workshops every year. So you need to have a policy, you need to have a plan and have it adopted. The school shall be e-learning ready and e-communication ready. That could be another. E-learning ready. When COVID came, how many schools were ready for e-learning? So we need to be ready. The school should have a functional website, like we've covered in this course. You could deploy platforms like Colibri and other offline digital libraries. Ensure teachers are trained competently to use platforms like Google Classroom, Zoom, YouTube, and email for teaching. Let teachers have these skills. You never know, another COVID may come. So if it comes, you should be able to just transition and be able to utilize the technology. And then the other outcome, which is in here, is to do with the school shall use technology to strengthen administration and management. Now, this is under administration, where the school can adopt and enforce a school ICT policy, use a software for making report cards, for admissions, for finance. So that will help the school to be efficient. At any one time, the school knows how many learners attended, how many learners, what's the total fees collection at any one time. And then also the school shall be meaningfully integrated into classroom teaching and learning process. So the school should conduct regular ICT integration training and use projectors, internet services, and all those. Now, these outcomes look like very hard, but what you can do is you can do these outcomes in phases. So there are 4 phases that are in this plan. This document is 8 pages, and it is just a document of ideas. A document of ideas that you can be able to utilize. So the first phase, this is now page 4. The first phase, you can, the school shall establish a shared and clearly articulated EdTech vision. So like you saw up there, we need a vision, we need what? So in the first year or in the first phase, some schools, your phase, it may not be 1 year, it might be, let me even remove this year 1. It might be just a term when you have done this. So during this phase, you establish a shared vision so that every stakeholder knows that this is the vision for the school. There are some schools where you go in, there is already a culture. If you are an analog teacher within, you will have fixed yourself within 3 weeks because you find things are digital, and for you are there, you don't have a laptop, your next salary, you'll buy a laptop because now they are telling you to type your marks to do what? And you are there. So a school should set a vision, should set a culture that should be followed. And so that should be in the first year, you should set that vision. You put there governance and leadership. You put a steering committee with clear roles. You do an infrastructure audit. You see how many computers you have. You do a teacher skills audit. You find out how much skills your teachers have. How many have emails? How many are able to use Google Drive? How many are able to do what? How many are able to type their own exam? So you do a teacher skills audit. And student readiness as well. You assess learners. If we have internet in the computer lab, can learners go and research about pollination and be able to get whatever as required in the new curriculum? So their activities, the biology teacher may give learners and they cannot do them. They don't have the skills. So you need to do a skills audit. And there should be ICT skilling lessons for all learners, whether learners offer ICT or not. Even learners who are, when they reach senior 1, some schools don't even have ICT as a subject. They didn't offer, they decided, they opted for agriculture and the other subjects. But ICT should still be there as a competency to support integration. So that is the first phase. You also come up with a clear policy or your strategy and have it signed by management. So in the first phase, you'll be through with the vision, the needs assessment, the priority implementation areas, and then the foundational ICT policies. They will be there. And now after that phase, you should be ready to proceed to the next phase. So after the next phase is now capacity building, addressing the gaps you might have noted in the first phase. So in the first phase, you do capacity building and infrastructure development. You look at the computers, how many do you have? You look at the skills of the teachers, you do some workshops. You can invite ETN, we come and do a workshop, and your teachers learn these skills. Or you can just get your own ICT department and they facilitate other teachers so that they get the skills. So you have what we call basic ICT skills, which are going to be available. So these are the focus area: basic ICT skills, digital pedagogy, content creation, and then also you have mentorship and peer learning mechanisms. So the teachers can, you can have a support structure at school, and then these teachers can be able to move. Then we have infrastructure development. here under infrastructure development, you look at the devices. Teachers should acquire personal laptops in addition to the computer lab. You see that computer lab, learners are always busy. After a computer lesson of A level, O level is entering. Other learners want to come in and research. Teachers never step in the lab because the lab is always busy. So, and during holidays, the lab is closed. Like right now, we are doing digital pedagogy during holiday. So every teacher needs a laptop. So how do you support your teachers to get laptops? You don't donate to them because they might misuse them since they think these are school computers. You can support them through a teacher circle, for example. I know some of you have very good circles. You can say we are having a laptop loan or a laptop scheme. Every month, you give 5 teachers laptops. And so you can say, okay, how many teachers are interested? 20 teachers are interested. Each one brings 50,000 per month. 50,000 per month times 20, how much is that? You should be able to raise some money and then you buy some laptops for some teachers. So you find that the school leadership has to play a role. If the school leadership doesn't play a role, teachers are going to remain there analog. They don't have computers because they don't want to spend. You can buy a good laptop at 1 million, 1.2. And if for those who, if you are to buy second hand, you can even start from 500,000 and you get a laptop. The laptop I'm using now to present, I bought it at 900,000 and it is an iCore 5. So you can get, so 20 teachers, 50,000 each, that is 1 million. And that one can be able to buy a laptop if it is a round. But you can push it to 100,000, so that's 2 laptops every month. And within 1 year, every teacher has a laptop. So you can come up with a scheme and teachers can contribute money and also maybe the school can subsidize for them. And then you see everyone having a laptop which they can use. Then the internet, the school should think of internet services. It's no longer luxury. Some schools are having DSTV subscription. They pay for DSTV, but there is no Wi-Fi. They pay 180 for DSTV. Lunchtime, they are always there. There's DSTV, but there is no internet. Can you imagine? Internet fiber is at Savannah fiber is at 67,000 only per month. The internet, these other telecoms, they have Airtel has Airtel broadband, which can work even in remote areas at 120,000 per month. So you can be able to have these and have Wi-Fi in the staff room so that teachers can access internet. Instead of DSTV, get a free-to-air decoder. Let teachers just have free-to-air decoder and put internet instead, so that you can have teachers using internet. So these are things you look at, and the other thing that you have to look at is maintenance. Make sure that the computers are well maintained, and make sure that there is a computer lab attendant, antivirus, backup information, so that the computers are secure and power is stable and they don't get spoiled. So in that phase, it is about capacity building for the teachers, skills, and also capacity building for infrastructure. Now, the second last phase, after now the capacity is there, the devices are there, teachers have the skills, learners also getting basic skills. Now we look at integration. Remember, integration is not only on the side of the teacher, integration is also on the side of the learners, because the teacher is going to tell learners to fill in a Google form. They don't have email. So even learners need to have some digital skills so that they can be able to integrate. You're going to give them virtual labs. You have installed the Colibri, but they don't even know how to hold a mouse. So how will they open Colibri to access the resources? So with integration, you now structure integration in core activities of teaching and learning. From lesson planning, Mr. Angoda here has told us tomorrow we are going to be having a session on scheming and lesson planning using digital tools and AI. So we are going to be having some session on that line tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So teachers need to learn how to do that and how to do lesson plans in a smart way, and also to use collaboration tools like Google Drive and others. So that is something teachers need to know. Assessment, they need to know how to use various tools In the first phase, we use tools like Mentimeter and others, and Kahoot. There is also this one called Hot Potato, which works offline. So we have various tools for assessment, Google Forms, Colibri, Moodle, and many others. So the teachers can use those tools to get feedback and do formative and summative assessment. New curriculum requires us a lot of work to do formative and summative assessment. And sometimes our learners are too many. At the end of the day, we fail to assess. So why not use technology to aid you and make you more efficient? Then under pedagogy, you integrate in projects, inquiry-based learning, and make sure that you do purposeful use of technology. And also under inclusion, you use inclusive technologies to support learners where they can access digital content. And you can be able to make sure that you use audiovisual for learners with hearing impairment. You can be able to use personalized learning. You can be able to use the AI-powered apps so that the learners are able to use technology to help them. Yeah, so we also have learners who, we have the time takers, and also we have those ones who learn very fast. All of them can be catered for by technology. Now, also you'll need to have learning platforms, what we call LMS. In the first phase, we talked about learning management systems. So you should have some learning management systems that can support self-paced and differentiated learning. So those ones can be set up. Colibri is one of the LMSs which works offline. Then we have online ones like Google Classroom and others. So you can set up your own, and then they can be able to support your strategy. So under teacher development, the training you talked about, under innovation, you have the clubs, the technology clubs, and you may not even create a club called ICT club, but the clubs that are there, whether they are for biology, whether for what, make sure ICT is there. So that ICT is integrated across all clubs and can support the project work. Then resources, you need to have digital libraries, online repositories, and offline learning resources that can support, instead of having a lot of books in the library. Of course, the books in the library are good. Sometimes they develop dust, but you can have ebooks. You can have digital libraries, and then this can even save you space, and it becomes easy to access. Now, that is the phase called what? Phase called integration. Here in integration, you have the LMSs, you're integrating lesson planning in the classroom. You have LMSs, you have that. Now, finally, the last phase, because our time is also up, the last phase is sustainability and innovation. Under this phase, how do we sustain technology in the school? So financing, you need to have a sustainable annual EdTech budget. There are some head teachers, when the ICT lab attendant brings in a requisition for installing Windows, for repairing computers, antivirus, the teacher doesn't what? Honor that requisition because they don't understand what maintaining is all about. So there should be a clear budget on maintaining these computers and replacement. UCC has given you a computer lab of 50 computers, and after 5 years, all computers are down, and you are telling UCC to give you more. What have you been doing in the 5 years? Why haven't you been buying also some 2 every year? If you have been buying some 2 every year, by the time the UCC lab is down, you have another lab that you have built. Because technology wears down and it depreciates. So you should have a plan for replacement. That means buying some devices every year. It should be in the budget to make sure that if you have one projector, you should have another one bought next year because the projector is going to lose the lamp life. After 2 years, that projector is too dim, and you are there that you have a projector, which you have been using for 5 years. So you should have a plan for replacement of devices and maintaining them. And this should be under sustainability, and make sure that there's continuous professional development opportunities, so that the staff digital skills remain relevant. So you should have on your school timetable at least once a year a teacher's workshop And also, you should have regular capacity building at school level, also by inviting external trainers, and then you see that your teachers are not left behind, including those mechanisms. So basically, you can also do partnerships. We have partners that we are working with as ETN. We are working with UNICEF. We are working with Edify. Edify is a Christian organization, and we have actually, so we also have other partners who are supporting. Now, as a school, you need to have partners that you can work with, who can come in and support and collaborate and bring in solutions. You have a partner who is providing you the school fees collection system or the report system, or partners who are coming to train. So we are, as ETN, we have a partner called Shareability. Shareability provides website services. So as a school, you should also have a partner like that one who can do for you the website and can support your school accordingly. So partners who provide internet and all that. So you should have collaborations with EdTech providers, and that is going to do that. So basically, this plan that I've shared here is a draft. So a school should just use this as a brainstorming tool. They come up with this is 8 pages. Yours might be 5 pages. Yours might be 12. But the main thing which is very important is to come up with the main thing that is very important is to have the phases, the phased plan, to have a clear phased plan, so that all the activities that you need are there in the plan, and then you are able to come up with a clear EdTech strategy, and then it should be clearly communicated to all stakeholders, and then you can start tracking your progress. Yeah, so I want to thank everyone, members who have remained on this call. Today we had a break from the digital pedagogy training, so this was just an extra session. Tomorrow we shall be resuming with the digital pedagogy training. Today we are looking at strategic plan and aligning it with the ministry. The ministry's ministry digital agenda strategy, and we are trying to see that every school should have a clear plan, and then what we are doing here is going to have direction. So a school needs, you don't just need the devices, you need direction as well, so that the technology is there accordingly. So I want to